Hello, my lovelies. Let's do hair. So, today we're winging it. I have an idea in my head. It is elvish, elven-ish, elvenish. No, it's like fairy tale stuff. Little elfy, kind of fairy, you know, that whole fantasy deal. So to prep, I slept in Dutch braids. Damp Dutch braids, soft rolled the ends. So we have braid waves, and then the ends have curls. Yay! So it'll be pretty. We're doing half up, so that means, you know, I don't know, braid waves just seem more fairy-like, elvish-like to me. So, yeah, we're gonna do some braids. So let's just get started. Instead of me babbling at you. So I am still parted in the center, which I'm going to leave parted because that's what this is. So let's start here. So we're going to start on the top, and what we are going to do are lace braids. That's how this is made. You can do French or Dutch. I'm going to do French. I did not need to trill my R, but whatever. I'm going to do French because that is what I want to do. We'll start from the outside and go up. Yay! Yeah, so what we are going to do is add to the top strand just little pieces like this. It's kind of a, well, it's a lace. It's a French lace. We're just going to do this the same. It'll be the same on both sides because this is what I feel like and this is what the vision in my head tells me it should be, basically. Yeah, so of course this will take a little while because since we did prep our hair, it is currently loving itself because that is what happens when we've got it all braid waved up. As you know, there we go, right. All right, so I'm going to do this the same on both sides. I'm only braiding to a point and then I'm going to clip it off because there is another step after this, which is going to be the same thing, only lower. Basically, we're doing 2 rows of these French lace braids, but I have one more right here, and then that should be it. Then I'm going to braid down just a little bit, so it'll give me a clip-off point. Let go, let go, let go. This is always the part that takes forever. There we go. All right. Of course, try to keep it from braiding together if you can. But any hoodles, I'm just yakking at you now. So this is where we are. There we go. So what I'm going to do now, I told you, we will braid a few sections down just so it's all good and whatnot. And we are going to clip it off like so. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side. And then I'm going to do another row right underneath it, right here. The exact same thing. The exact same French lace. Pulling from the top so that our braid sits up on the bottom like so. All right, let me do all those braids. Clipping all of them off like this, and then I'll be back and I'll show you what we're doing next. Yay! Okay, back in a sec. All right, let's hope I can explain how I've got things parted. So, we have our 4 braids. They were all clipped off one way. I'm currently clipping them another way. As in these 3 strands, I have taken the 2 innermost strands and clipped them away. It's the same for the ones on the outside. Now we're going to rope braid things because we are. So these two innermost strands we're going to rope braid together. Whatever direction I guess you want to go. I'm just going to rope braid them like so. Together. And then, yeah, all the way down the back. Hopefully they'll stay centered. I'm just going to pull it up here in front so I can see what I'm doing, and that way it'll stay relatively centered. They don't need to be super tight. For this, I mean, if you would rather not do rope braids, that's fine. Like if you want to just braid all of these straight down the back, then feel free. That's fine. I'm just combining things because I want to combine things. Because like I said, vision in my head, which sometimes works and sometimes doesn't. So yeah, I'm rope braiding these together. And then that means that these two that I've got left, because each one of these will have 2 strands left, there will be one, since these were 3 strands, I have 2 out and then a third, right? So what I'm going to do is take 2 strands of this and 1 strand of this and do English braid on either side, and then we will end with the other 2 from this one and the other 2 from this one, another rope braid. So in the middle down the back there will be a rope braid in the middle, 2 English braids, and then 2 rope braids. You got it? So 4 braids become 5 on the back. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay, let me finish this rope braid and then I'll do one of these combos. I'll get it started to show you what we're doing, and then I'll just finish braiding everything so this doesn't take forever. Okay, back in a sec. All right, we've got the center rope braids done. It's sitting up a little funny, but that's just because I haven't got the next braids going. So here we go. So the next braid will be the 2 strands from this that were not used, and then we see this other braid here are the 2 outside strands over in this mess. But here's our inner strand, which is what we are all about. So what we're going to do is bring this up like so. Let me make sure. Yes, it looks good from the front. And now we are going to just English braid this down. Yay! And I'm just going to English braid, all the way down. Now, after that is English braided, I will then take this final bit here, these 2 strands, and I'm going to rope braid them just like we did the center. So, yay! So I'm going to go ahead and get all of this braiding done, and then we'll have a look-see, and then we get to decorate, which is, of course, the real point of the series. The anniversary series is decorations. So, yeah, let's get all this braiding done. Alrighty! Finally all that braiding is done. It didn't take that long. It takes a little while, but not that long. So, let me get my thing. So I know when I turn around, we'll be okay. So there's this side. Yay. What it ends up doing is like we have 1 solid in the middle and then 2 off to each side because we combine them. I don't know. I think it looks cool. Anyway, here you go. See how they sort of come together? So then you have, you see? I don't know. I think it looks neat, especially up here. So you don't have to decorate this because of all the combinations. That's sort of its own decoration. I'm going to decorate it. This is me. But yeah, I think it looks kind of neat. It's all the combining, and it gives us a few different braids. Of course, switch up these braids. If you want to take the time to do fishtails, do fishtails. Everybody associates fishtail braids with elven hairstyles because of Lord of the Rings, which is fine. But they take too long, and they're terrible when I try and take them down. So we are decorating. I'm actually going to end up decorating this one somewhat simple. I know, these are all supposed to be overly decorated. Don't worry. We will definitely have some overly decorated stuff. This will be a little less so. So I'm going to use one of these. Let's see, which one is going to show up best in my hair? I think the really gold one. I suppose we could do silver, I'm sure, would show up the absolute best. However, so these were what I got. It's one of each color, so there are no doubles, even though the gold's pretty similar. And the silver's pretty similar, but they're all slightly off. Which is fine for these, alas, I only got one silver of these, which I really wanted more. I have silver, a bronze, and then the golds are very, very similar. Slightly different. So I'm going to have to use the golds of these. Yes, which means I guess we'll use one of these golds. So this big thing is going to go in the center, although I guess we could probably use two, right? Two might be pretty. That way I can use one of the silvers. These are breads, BT dubs. So let's turn around and decorate. I'm just yakking. Do. So as you can see, I am slightly off center because this is me. So let's just twirl it once to take us back to center. And I'll put my barrette in, but I have to hold it there, so I've got to use this and do the barrette this way. Do. Go right underneath so it'll hold it in there for me. Get the end of it over here. Then we should be able to latch it down. Oh, I don't want you all up in there. Okay, hopefully that is in the center. Let us look. Are we in the middle? We are. Yay! Okay, so now for my other pretties, which will be these things. These are just on a slide like a bobby. So yay. These I want to go like right here, up, either right in the middle. Is that gonna look okay from the front? I don't know, maybe right underneath on the sides. Yeah, I think right there would be good. Decorations, you guys know. Usually I decorate without you all watching, so I can experiment, but some of you guys like to see the decoration portion, so thus you get to see the decoration portion, which is a lot of me putting things in and out of my hair usually. So let's see, because I never know what I'm gonna like until I like it. Yeah? See in the viewfinder. Let's take a step back. Yeah, I kind of like that. We might end up using all of them on the sides. Other side, this is the only thing. With it going up, if I put it in exactly on this side, it's going to go the opposite direction. So I'm going to have to go back to front to get it to curve in the exact same way. That's the way of things. But we'll put that in. Yeah, they definitely didn't make these to be like pairs, as it were. I guess they just expected you to wear maybe one at a time. When have I ever worn one decoration at a time? Very rarely. Very rarely. There. Was that close? Not really. Putting them in backwards is weird. I don't even think that's remotely close. Maybe it is. Yeah? No, it's too far down. All right, readjust. See what I mean? This is why I never show you guys this part, because there will be a lot of this readjusting till it's just perfect. Or as close to perfect as I can get it. Do, 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 do. Bring it in. Is it better? Am I still too far down? No, that's about right. Yeah, I think I'm going to use the other ones. Which means I think I'm going to add another feather to the back, which will be one of these. And I'm going to put these also on the sides. So I am going to cut away though, because that's going to require more adjusting, and it's just the way of things. So I'll be back in a second, and I'll be over there so that you can see it all the way down. Back in a sec. Torrin says, I'll probably do less decorations. Fast forward to 7 in my hair. Ooh, that looks cool though, right? I think that looks cool. Yay! Yes, I think it looks neat. And maybe a little classy, maybe a little bit. I know you guys want to see the long shot. So let me show you back. You're back and down. Hopefully, is that far enough away? Can you get the bottoms? There's the bottoms if you really need them. But you can see what it looks like, right? It's pretty, yes. Vaguely elven. Not overly elfy, I don't think, or fairy. Right? It looks good. It looks good. I think it looks good. Alright, now you're hopefully back to where it'll be more up close. But there we go. The first of our anniversary hairstyles. We did something elfy or slightly fantasy. Not too much, although we did over-decorate it. It doesn't look over-decorated though, even though there are 8 things in my hair. 2 on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those. I guess I could add one more if I so desired, but I think that would just take it too far. Besides, I like odd numbers when I can do odd numbers. So there we go. It looks fine from the front. I braided my bangs back into it. You don't have to. You can leave your bangs down, but elves never seem to have bangs. Have you noticed? Bangs aren't very elfy for some reason. Any hoodles, that's it for me today. Next week we will get another hairstyle. I don't know if next week will be uber romantical or uber tropical. Maybe tropical. Maybe you'll get a bonus style. I don't know yet. I don't know, because we have all those butterflies too that I thought I might put in tropical, but then ended up with tons of tropical, so I don't know what we're doing. Maybe we'll get 4 hairstyles. Won't that be even more fun? It will. Okay, that's it for me today. If you do this, let me know. As you see, it's not very hard. It's basically 4 French lace braids, and then we just start combining things into rope and English braids. You don't have to combine anything. You can just leave the 4 French lace, just leave them hang if you want, but I like all the combinations because then it makes it fancy, something different. All right, yeah, I already said that's it for me. It really is this time. I'll see you next week. Have a great weekend. Have a great day. I love you guys. Bye.